r/askreddit. What are you boycotting till the day you die?
Facebook. It divides and dumbs down people, contrary to what it should do.
I deleted mine a few years ago and never plan on going back. Just too messy and unproductive.
Chris Brown.
Fuck Chris Brown.
Sirius XM Radio. If you've ever dealt with the customer service when trying to cancel your subscription, you'll understand why.
I had Sirius for years, and then I called and I said I wanted to cancel, and the woman just went okay and canceled me. No argument whatsoever. It was the strangest thing, and also it was the strangest thing, and also it was the one time I was calling just to try to negotiate. She said okay, and I was like, if there's a better deal, and she straight canceled my sub.
State Farm. Thanks to some whistleblowers, they got busted committing fraud against their customers and the federal government after Hurricane Katrina. They told their claims adjusters to classify damage as flood damage rather than wind damage so that they could reject the claim and tell customers to file a federal flood insurance claim.
I was boycotting Blockbuster for charging me late fees because they lost the tape I returned in their evening return slot. F those guys, they ain't getting my business.
Omfke, Blockbuster near my apartment closed? No big deal. A couple years later, I was sent to collections for not returning movies I'd never seen to a Blockbuster I'd never seen to a Blockbuster I had never visited. Blockbuster said I reactivated my account at this never-visited location. I asked for proof. They said I agreed that they didn't need to keep proof on the form I supposedly signed to reactivate my account. I vowed to never pay them. My wife admitted to me later that she paid it behind my back when it was going to interfere with buying our house.
They said I agreed that they didn't need to keep proof on the form I supposedly signed to reactivate my account. Fucking LOL. Okay, so I want proof that I agreed that no proof was needed. Debt collectors are all lying scumbags.
I have been boycotting Carnival Cruise Line ever since I found out they are dumping plastic into the Bahamas. They even admitted to it and received a $20 million fine.
Just a heads up. If you're boycotting Carnival, you might as well boycott Princess Cruises, AIDA, Costa, Cunard, Holland America, Piamp, Island America, Piampayum, owned by the same parent company, Carnival Corp., and Princess has been also caught dumping in Alaska, if I'm correct.
Walmart. I work there and hate it with a passion.
I work for Walmart and will only shop there if I have to. The 10% discount I get from working at the DC doesn't even apply to half the stuff in the store. Yesterday, me and some friends went to get groceries on our camping trip and got $6.11 off our $124 bill. Even if you take out the case of alcohol, $6.11 isn't 10% of $110.
I never would have thought they would limit what employees are allowed to purchase with an employee discount. That's really shitty. Measly paycheck, and they won't even let you buy everything in the store at a discount. What a joke.
Susan G. Komen Foundation. They employ alphabet soup and lawyers speak to defraud minions. Note, they do not fund research, nor do they help patients. They are an advertising company. They advertise cancer awareness, because someone may be unaware of cancer. He's mad. Same as Komen, they promote anti-drunk driving awareness.
MAD is particularly annoying where I live because they're really just prohibitionist and don't want people to drink at all. They lobbied the government to let them offer an anti-drunk driving course if people get caught doing it. These courses are shown to not be effective because people already know drunk driving is wrong. They either don't care or are alcoholics. So it's basically just a huge waste of money.
Any company or brand that puts advertisements on boat billboards that troll the beach and F up my horizon line. That's not a fair spot to try to capture my attention.
Move to Maine. Billboards are outlawed throughout the state.
Yelp. They are horrible to small businesses and require them to pay a fortune for ads to bury any negative reviews. If the business doesn't spend on ads, they bury the positive reviews. Yelp also seems to attract the worst critic.
Nestle.
For more on this, see r/fucknestle.
Microtransactions in games that are only there to speed up a ridiculously slow progression model.
And game mechanics dealing with real time. Like it makes absolutely no sense that unlocking something virtual takes 3 hours and only money can speed it up.
It's even worse when it keeps exponentially increasing. You start off waiting 3 minutes or paying €1, and before you know it, it's a week or 20, and you've invested so much time and effort into your game that you babe no choice but feel utterly disappointed in yourself for falling for this crap.
Harvey Norman. They have terrible customer service, and they took a whole lot of Australian government money that they didn't deserve and are refusing to give it back.
Once upon a time, when internet shopping was new and novel, a lot of people didn't trust it because they were afraid of providing their crap.
What an absolute cunt. I will no longer butt from this piece of crap either. Thanks for your eloquently put fable. It has enlightened me as to the scumminess of this guy. I used to try and boycott Amazon. Never ordered anything from them. Didn't go on sites like Goodreads or Envy. Didn't shop at stores they had shares in. Then I discovered Oz. Tried to run a custom script that would block any site hosted on Oz, but that made using the internet nearly impossible. The final nail in the boycott coffin was when I needed to use it for a web development class. Now that Amazon has bought Megam, I'm not sure how anyone will ever be able to participate in society without filling Bezos' pockets.
I've been boycotting Amazon for years. Mostly. Every so often I have to cave and shop on there when I need something quickly or I just can't find what I want elsewhere. But goddamn, do I hate that company. They do everything they can think of to make money at the expense of their staff, delivery drivers, and even the customers. I hate their manipulative crap. They don't care who they have to lie to or steal from to be the biggest in the world. I think they are truly a force for evil. Plus, if you criticize them on Twitter, you get swamped with accounts who literally exist only to say I work for Amazon, and they are not evil. Do they actually think this works? It's really, really sinister.
Reddit uses Oz extensively, so if you're here, you're not really boycotting them.
Anything that even has a hint of Melm. Stop exploiting your personal relationships out of greed.
Pretty much anything in one of those unskippable YouTube ads?
After this week, fucking Activision and Slash or Blizzard. However, that crap is structured.
What they do this time?
R. Kelly. Kills me I can never hear Ignition Remix ever again. Such a banger.
Ruined the Trapped in the Closet saga as well. For shame.
Autism speaks. Among other things, the way they treat autism like it's some kind of horrible personality disease is unforgivable.
Do you remember those ads they had where they had the parents of autistic children talking about how often they thought of murdering their kids for being autistic, saying that in an affront of their kids? And we were meant to empathize with the parents and think, gee, this is why we need to cure it. So no parent has to constantly fantasize about murdering their child for being neurodivergent.
I wish I could boycott / avoid those stupid Huel adverts with that grinning idiot in the hat he do thinks he will have more Ian Reargy Theun May 20s. So whack.
And Manscaped adverts.
Manscaped has some weird ads. They had that one not long ago that started with them saying it was a great gift for a friend or roommate who has gotten too comfortable over quarantine. I would be weirded out if my roommate got me a ball-shaving kit as a gift like bro. What the hell?
Nestle Pure Evil Company.
On my screen, there is literally an espresso ad right below Op's post before the comments. What the actual fuck?
Comcast.
Wish I had the option to use anyone else.
Feel ya there. Wish this dipshit country would actually do something about all these monopolies they claim are illegal, but just flagrantly support.
Caskets, headstones, and burial plots.
Look into green burial. You essentially just become mulch. Some places use trees as memorial markers.
I definitely want a tree. I don't want to be another rock in a long line of other rocks. I'd love it if someone just put a bench under my tree and came to visit or read a book once in a while and enjoyed the shade.
Johnson & Johnson. Their baby powder gave my sister stage 3 ovarian cancer at 29. She's on her 4th recurrence and just turned 32 and is about to enter hospice. Went from top of her career field in demand all over the country to living with our parents and me to help care for her. And can't even walk up the stairs without help.
Any company that gives off baby innocence, soft vibes, and loads of green stuff about nature being wonderful. Take a second look.
Pete's smart. My aunt works there and said she is surprised that every animal in there has not died yet.
Banfield employee here. It really depends on the store. If you have one with a good gene who will do anything for their animals, it's not terrible. But honestly, 76% of stores are garbage.